Hello and welcome to the special summer session of Vets Play D&D with us, crazy people. I'm still your DM, Brandon, back from the grave, taking over for Jordan, who just needed a little bit of a break. And there you see Jordan right below me playing our monk, Regal Tetheala. Right below
Hi.
that you see our rogue, Ender Arethi, being played by Liv. Next to her we have our cleric, Aurora, being played by Jesse, who is in parts unknown, doing some crazy eco-terrorism stuff. Next to her, you see our wearing two hats, Hunter, who is currently Bulk Ripley, but we'll see something else a little bit later. And then, of course, on the far end there is Sam, back from her hiatus, playing the Ranger, Bite Marks, with her adorable boy toy, Conrad. Say hi, Conrad. That's great. All right. When last we met, our players had been swept away into a dreamlike adventure where they basically did a flashback of the beginning of the trouble in Sudanal, going all the way to being from being captured and waking up in a dungeon to fighting and defeating Eleonora, the Duchess of Sudanal. The deities told them this was in an attempt to help them to understand the importance of their current mission and where to go after defeating the trio. Some of them had been hesitant to continue to aid in fighting the Master, and the deities hoped that this little flashback might be enough to push them over the edge. Will it work? Stay tuned to find out. Our players just woke up, found themselves in a room, a long, empty room filled with nothing, like it's not empty, but filled with nothing but beds lining the walls. The room is easily 30 feet tall, high, arched stone ceilings. And along the walls, there were pictures of the fallen heroes that came before them. As they slowly begin to wake up and look around, each of our adventurers sees their other fellow adventurers who had joined them in defeating the trio, all laying in beds and slowly begin to stir at the same time. As they shake the sleep from their eyes and wonder what they just experienced, they see the pictures on the walls begin to fade, leaving nothing but blank stone behind. Standing against a wall, they see one of their friends who is not laying in bed, the familiar form of Bulk Ripley, flexing and actually just bench pressing a bed. In a corner, another familiar form stands, crouched low, sharpening his sword. Hearing the rustling of the other adventurers, he looks up and says, "Ah, you're awake. Good. Grab your clothes, much has changed. Can you stand?"
Why am I naked?
"We had you in your bed
You're
clothes."
awake! Out of excitement, Bulk throws the bed out of the window.
Roll for yeet. I'm kidding. The bed goes flying out the window, down 4 stories, landing on who knows what below you.
Oh!
I yeeted it.
I'm sorry, it doesn't fall 4 stories. It flies off the school grounds, and you don't know where it lands.
An unfortunate guard on the wall gets hit by a bed.
Oh, hold on. I totally forgot the most important part. The views expressed by the individuals in the broadcast are solely the views of those individuals and do not necessarily reflect the views or standpoints of the University of Washington, the VA, or any other entity. Thank you. Carry on. What are we up to?
Friends, you've been laying there for a long time. You should exercise those muscles. I need 10 push-ups right now.
Rico gets down and does 10 push-ups while naked.
High Jordan looks over.
Very good.
High Jordan looks at Bulk and says, "They're just coming around. Give them time."
They should stretch. They need to stretch.
I'm just going to do some stretching and then whip out the immovable rod and knock out some pull-ups.
I love it.
Perfect. Great form. You're doing great.
I love how this turned into a PT session. It's beautiful.
Hey, Andra. Bulk's what's the word when someone gives you praise? You're inspired. Congratulations.
What?
You can't just award inspiration. Get out of here.
I
That's how that
can't.
works.
I
outta
can with a bardic inspiration.
Oh, I forgot you took level from Bard. Okay.
Bulk multi-classed while we were away.
Yeah. So Andra, now for the next whatever you want, you can add a d6 to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. because of Bulk's guidance in weightlifting.
God.
Sick.
I'm gonna put my clothes on now. As
Probably.
Regal starts putting on his clothes, he attempts to grab his cloak, and it just flutters away over to Endra. Regal looks a little piffed, but he doesn't care too much.
Piffed. What exactly is piffed?
Like pissed and miffed, right?
Yeah.
Just like a little bit of like a sneer, like a.
Okay.
But he lets it go because he knows that he almost killed Endra for that, but that's okay. It seems to have wanted a new master.
My cloak now?
My cloak of displacement leaves my inventory.
Why doesn't Regal have clothes? Are we the only one? Is he the only
No,
one?
No one's
he
naked.
said
You guys
that.
are in your bed clothes.
Oh.
Well, I was told to get my clothes on, so.
Aurora, can you touch your hooves still?
Yeah, I like to think Aurora is just trying to bend down and like see as far, like trying to touch as most of like her hooves as she can, but it's probably just like.
We can work on it
down.
later. We
Yeah.
can work on it later. The muscle temple is developing quite nicely. We have a stretching room.
How long have we been sleeping for?
You've been out for
We?
4.5
Feels like
days.
ages.
Oh, 4.5 days. That interrupts your whole workout schedule, I know. So we can start over tomorrow morning. It'll be great.
We were worried you would never come to.
There
All
goes my
of
dad.
all of those who encountered the trio, except for Bulk, suddenly going unconscious at the same time. We were unable to rouse you. It was disconcerting.
I've been stress exercising. It's been bad.
You won't stop talking about stress exercising.
You see Bulk's like calves, just his calves are huge. That's it. Everything else is like normal bulk size, but now his calves are especially like
Because
developed.
normal bulk size makes sense. Being normal about bulk size.
Hey.
Do you
All
remember?
right.
I'm really confused. Do we remember the events of Time
You
Warp, or
do.
do we have a different vibe of importance?
You do remember everything you experienced. You remember.
Okay, great.
That was the point.
Andrew's really concerned about having only been out for 4 days because it feels like much more than 4 days worth of happenings happened.
It might have been a year.
Time is strange in these parts.
It is our COVID time.
So,
It moves
so
fast,
tell
slower at
te-
the same time.
so tell us what happened. You all passed out.
I was tired.
Andrew's gonna look at Aurora and look back, and look at Aurora and look back, because she's not really sure how to begin explaining our experience.
Yeah, okay, before we did go to the Time Warp, people knew that there was portals being open. So it's like, it's common knowledge that these portals are like open and...
People know that weird things are going on.
Uh-huh.
Like, it had to be explained to you that it was happening, so you could assume it's not necessarily common knowledge.
Hmm.
But Bulk and Regal know, and they're like the only ones in this room besides Hydron, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
but we weren't asleep in the time warp.
Yeah, but like you guys, everyone in the room is aware of the imminent danger facing
Yes,
the realm.
You would think.
Okay, then why are we stretching?
All right.
Because you've been asleep for
Save the
4.5
world.
days.
You've been bedridden for 4 days. Flexibility is important. You lose that immediately. Your muscles start to just break down and eat themselves. You can't have that.
Andrew's gonna grab her horns and give herself like a nice little like self-Cairo neck cracking situation, and then she's gonna explain as speedy quick as possible that the best way to describe it is that Aurora and I had a joint dream with a few other weirdos who and there was a lot of fighting, and there were rats, and there were
Buttons.
handsome
Lots and lots of
elven meat
buttons.
suits, and now we're ready to carry on with our very important mission, because it does seem like the entire realm is in imminent danger.
Bulk's just going to look around confused and be like, yeah, it checks out to me. And he has no idea what they're talking about, but confidently has no idea.
All right.
Well,
I think
Master
we need to stop-
Golgi is waiting for you. If you are ready, please grab your gear and follow me.
Regal just runs behind him with his hands behind him.
All right, Naruto.
Who?
I'm gonna.
Flings her special purple backpack across her shoulders. Moves forward.
Bolt's gonna make sure they can all walk properly. And if not, he's gonna instruct them like, "Oh, you should do this," or "Oh, you should do
It definitely
this."
looks like Jesse's a little bow-legged.
Yeah, Aurora is only going to be stretching every time Bulk looks at her, and then she like quickly stops when he looks away,
can-
not having
I
it.
took a class while you were asleep. I took a class. I can realign that if you like.
I'm good, and I'm just gonna like kind of slowly.
I've
move
seen
farther
horse
away.
chiropractic. It's not soft.
Would you say that Aurora says nay?
Jesus Christ.
All right. So Highshorn starts leading you guys down through several hallways, zigzagging through beautiful ornate stone works, statues on the sides. You pass several doors that have little windows in them, and looking inside, you can see other auditoriums full of students who are learning different things. Pretty soon, you guys find a hallway you're familiar with, and you recognize it as the hallway that leads to your favorite character and mine's office, Professor Gwabinschwartz.
This whole time, so Bulk has fully immersed himself in the college life, and this whole time he's just like been pointing at people and like flexing and giving people high fives. He's like one with he's part of the faculty now, so he's
Three young female students swoon as you pass.
So Bulk is just Gaston now.
It was a long 4.5 days.
I mean, he got
He's been
2 extra
busy.
doctorates.
So as you guys approach the doors to Gwabinschwartz's office, Highshorn pushes them open, and you see the same office lined with bookshelves from floor to ceiling, the large windows opposite the doors running from floor to ceiling, about 8 feet wide and 12 feet tall. Desks scattered throughout the room, still covered in stacks of books and papers and parchment. But what's new is there's a large round table in the center of the room. It wasn't there before. And it too is covered in books and papers. But these look a little bit less scattered and like they're currently being looked at. Sitting at the opposite end of the round table from where you enter is a familiar face, Master Golgi. Next to him is a young female tabaxi who is currently bent over a tome, scribbling through it and trying to read it. As you walk in, Golgi looks up. Oh, you're awake. Oh, we were beginning to wonder if you would ever come back to us. What happened? Was it poison?
Your voice sounds different, Golgi.
No, Golgi has always sounded like this. Ish.
False, but I was tired. I did a lot of jumping.
Yeah, this has been Golgi's voice the entire time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Who's that? Regal points at the tabaxi.
This? Someone on loan from the school. Go ahead. You tell them.
You don't remember my name, do you? My name is Bite Marks.
I was going to say Katrina.
Yeah, that sounds right. He calls me something different, like every time.
Is that Bite Marks one word, or is that a last name Marks?
No,
Are you a Mrs. Marks?
My last name is Marks, not Mrs.
Oh, Bulk just throws his hand out. Bulk Ripley, 2 words.
You talk a lot. Is this typical?
Oh, I'm professor, so I must be teaching.
Oh, so you think that if you talk a lot, that
Teaching, yes. Talking is teaching.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. So I'm getting a good impression of your personality just based on this very first interaction. But
Sounds good. I'm going to walk over to Gwabi and be like, Gwabi, our friends are awake.
Gwabi's not in there.
and I'm gonna
Oh, I
walk
thought you said Gwabi was there.
because there's
Oh.
some sun shining in, and I'm just gonna sort of like sit in the sun and watch this whole thing go down.
Well, thank you, Carl. So,
No, that's fine. You know what? This is fine.
I'm sorry, I can't go over the fact that you're grooming yourself right now. Um,
Arl!
Sam, please accept the first inspiration of this story arc. Thank you. All right. Anyway, where was I? Yeah,
Golgi.
Golgi. Golgi looks back up. Well, now that that's been done. So, what was it? Poison? Are you alive?
They were dreaming.
Dreaming.
I'm just gonna give a thumbs up and say, yeah, that's basically it.
I think they drank too much.
How were you out for 4 days and it was just a dream?
They didn't stretch.
I think you're right.
Andrew's nodding vigorously. The best possible explanation.
Actually, very important to stretch.
Someone gets it.
Regal just raises an eyebrow at the tabaxi, just like,
Well, never mind. I'm glad you're here now.
Okay,
know when
tabaxi
la-
means that. Just
When last we spoke, I know I'd asked if you would be able to continue helping, and I did not realize that the situation's even more dire than we thought. Even now, I don't know if we can stop the enemy. We've been trying to go through the tomes and the documents that you recovered from the trio. That's what Karina here is helping me do. She's good with, like, languages. But we haven't been able to figure out much, but what we have been able to figure out is I'm frightened, and I don't get frightened. I was hoping
But
you'd
you're
wake
frightened
sooner.
right now.
Yes.
Regal audibly snort chuckles.
Are you okay, Master Regal?
Yeah, are you?
No, I just told you I'm frightened.
Oh,
Are you-
okay.
are you-
Regal's just gonna start
are
like
you-
punching the air.
Are you deaf as well as sleepy?
Yes.
Well, that sucks. We'll get you one of those listening funnels.
Whop.
Tobaven,
Wow.
the great musical artist, he had one.
To be fair, he does tend to be like a little DEFCON cat sometimes. Like you can't even really sneak up on him like when you want to. He just kind of jumps when you get within like 2-3 feet of him. But you know, go ahead and ask him your questions about what we've been deciphering.
Thank you, Cindy.
What have you been deciphering, Cindy?
Well, what we have found is that we don't have enough. We learned that the Master is directing these portals to open, and we have found a few references to how that was done. When we went down to the archives, it turns out that Draven had destroyed most of the books that could help us. We were able to find one or two that have a few references, but everything's so obscure. I wish you guys had woken sooner. We could use your help, but even now, Prince Leo is on his way here. You know, as you know, it's the centennial of Sudanal, and every 10 years the regent tours the country. This being the centennial, Prince Leo, before taking his crown, is supposed to visit every town and city. What people don't know. Go ahead.
Isn't a centennial 100 years?
Bulk's counting on his fingers to try to figure out what centennial is. Like he's confused and looking at his fingers.
Yeah, he's a little confused.
Master Ripley, you will need more fingers.
And also,
He's looking at his toe. He's counting his toes now.
I just want to verify that Draven and Prince Leo are their actual names. He's not messing those names up.
Oh, I know who Draven is. He owes me a health potion. I'm gonna kill him.
Gets those names right every time.
I
Thank you, Cindy.
am the spy master for the king, in this case, the prince. Of course I know his name. Sierra. Regardless, what the people don't know is 3 days ago the prince changed his itinerary. He's coming directly here. After hearing that you defeated the trio, he wants to meet you in person. He should, and right then you hear
Horn of Gondor.
No, it's that's a little different.
Oh.
What?
Op.
He's here already. They must have made landfall faster than we thought. Quickly, he'll be coming down the mountain when he no.
When he comes.
Quickly, we must head out and meet him. He stands up and gestures Cindy, Sierra, Cynthia, Carl, Carly, Katrina, and the rest of you to follow.
Bolt's
Regal
gonna
runs
look
behind.
at Bolt's gonna whisper Aurora, the 17th anniversary, right?
I'm gonna say go a little higher, and then keep on walking.
19?
Keep going.
I only got 20. I can only get the 20.
Count your striations, Master Bulkley.
You know, in the
Aurora, what are striations?
The Egyptians actually had symbols for Centennial. They also worshipped cats.
What are Egyptians?
They were very smart people.
I
It's
don't
been
know of these
lost.
Egyptians.
Don't worry, it's been lost.
Okay.
Well, Endra's gonna ask Bite Marks if she's comfortable just going by Bite. Is this a first name, last name, all the time thing? What kind of pronouns are typical? Because Andrew thinks it's really unfair how little respect Goldie seems to have for Bite's identity.
Is Bite wearing clothes?
Yes.
There is a photo of me.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I didn't know if you're going like full cat person or what.
It's actually just cats.
This is Senorita Marks.
Looks like Jason Derulo and cats.
Right.
I'm gonna
Anyway.
go over where Bite Marks and
What you
Endra are, because I'm excited that there's more I guess
Furries?
animorphs. No, not furries.
what you can't
Bozic or Bozic, is that you, Conrad?
What?
Yes.
Are you
He's
Bozic?
Bozic Mindir.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him.
Great. I just want to make sure.
Oh, what you can't see in that photo is my longbow and my arrows, which I'm proficient in. But I'm fine going by Bite or by Bite Mark or by Kitty or like Miss Empress Queen.
Oh boy.
Bolt,
This is gonna be an
Bolt
issue
just go.
too.
Whatever makes you feel like a servant capacity is really what I go for.
I'm just
But
gonna roll my
also-
eyes while she's saying this.
Bolt's gonna go.
No, no. I go by she. So yes, and I'm not offended by
Wait.
the multiple names. It's okay. Some people really have a hard time just accepting that they have to be subservient to me, and that's okay.
When Regal's running by, he's gonna drop a cucumber that he picked up earlier.
Does he just carry those?
Yeah, he saw it. He was hungry.
Oh, I'm scared.
It's a cucumber, Morty.
Straight up in the air.
Can I get an athletics check? See how high you jump?
Do you hear that?
Kidding.
No, we're doing it. We're doing it.
Yeah, we're gonna see how sneaky my cucumber placement was. Oh, not too bad.
That was a very blatantly dropped cucumber.
That was a 10 athletics check.
A little jump.
Okay. Oh,
Andrew's gonna stifle a laugh, having seen that.
Children, the prince is waiting.
Oh,
Regal just runs behind him, arms flailing.
Rora's offended that she was called a child, and she's like, "That's Captain to you."
Captain Child, come on.
I am a professor.
Andrew's gonna point out that she's like 150 years old.
Fellow entities in this room, follow me.
feel like I'm gonna get along really well with this.
Regal's jogging
Bull's
in place
gonna-
behind Golgi.
Bull's gonna clap his hands, and like 5 somewhat toned disciples are gonna straddle up along with him and start walking along with him.
Why not?
I have to make a correction. I'm so sorry. This is really embarrassing. Andrea is 56 years old. She weighs about 142 pounds, so I had a little mix up there.
It's okay. You felt through your sleep that you gained 100 years in age.
Oh yeah.
I am an ancient goat.
As a... Did that not upload? Of course it didn't. Great. You guys can't see the picture. Give me 2 seconds because Roll20 is being stupid and just locked up on me.
Regal begins hopping between the walls of the school as he waits for Golgi to keep moving.
He's just standing like stock still.
Regal's gonna drop a cucumber in front of Golgi as well. Just cause.
He looks like he is frozen.
How fresh is this cucumber?
Screw it. We'll just do this.
'Cause I think
It's
I'm
about
gonna...
4. It's about 4 days old.
Okay. I'm gonna pick it up and
his collection of
They-
eating it. I
that-
was gonna ask Regal if he happens to have any tomatoes on him.
Regal's gonna throw a
Bull.
tomato at Endra.
Andrea
Toss.
catches it. Wait, do I need to roll?
No, you're fine.
Andrew catches it and takes a bite out of a raw tomato. Wait, how old is this tomato?
About 4 days old. It was not ripe when he had procured it because he had a feeling he was going to take a nap and needed
He
snacks.
just knew he was going to take a nap.
Should be like perfect. And
I mean, to be fair, jumping like 100 feet into the air takes it out of a person.
Can I
Alright.
ask you to describe the taste of that tomato?
mediocre at best, honestly.
Yogurt?
Meaty.
It tastes meaty.
It was a meteor yogurt.
Mediocre. It's a mediocre tomato.
Mediocre. But like, I mean, like, what is it? So what does it taste like? Can you describe the taste to me?
Was taken aback because tomatoes are like, frankly, kind of sacred to her. She's baffled by how anyone would not be intimately familiar with the taste of a tomato. She doesn't say all that, but she's.
Sure, but I want to know how you really describe the taste of tomato.
I have to be honest with you guys. I don't like tomatoes, so I actually don't really know what they taste like. But Andrew does.
Sour. Sweet, sour.
Andrea tells
I
you that
want-
it's sweet, it's tart, it's
No.
tangy.
There is
No.
acidic,
I need Liv.
Go
I
get a
need
tomato
Liv to
right
describe
now.
what she thinks.
Yeah,
what
what do
she
you
thinks
think
a tomato tastes
I
like.
know
What do you
tomatoes taste
think?
like. Tomatoes taste like tomato sauce or ketchup, but like without the spice.
No.
Like
But what does that taste like?
Like, what's the texture
Bad.
of a tomato?
No, that's fine. So was it sweet?
Was it savory or
Was it
sweet?
tangy? Was it
You know what?
spicy? Was it?
It
No,
was.
but
It
this
was
is-
a meaty tomato. What I said was that it was a
Okay,
meaty
so this could be
tomato.
like this tomato could be like the center of a meal. Is what you're saying?
Well, yeah, Endra is a vegetarian and all like thrives. Like she survives almost exclusively on tomatoes. It's pretty.
No protein. Okay.
I've been meaning to talk to you
Well,
about
she
that,
does eat some bread
Andra. You're
sometimes.
missing out on a lot of vital nutrients. Like, I don't think you can continue this diet. It's
Come-
detrimental to your health.
Come for the D&D, stay for the dietary advice.
Okay, Endra's gonna point out that she's also an alcoholic, and like that is like her
Did it taste like a Bloody Mary?
What'd you say? I'm
That's
sorry.
Did
God.
it taste like a Bloody Mary then?
Yeah, I would think so, probably.
Okay, to be fair, this does actually fit in with my character arc. So we'll get
Golgi
it.
shakes
Exactly.
himself. Well, you see Golgi kind of shake himself. Oh, that was strange. Oh,
Oh, it's-
well, let's go. Starts walking again.
Did Gold just have a stroke?
Yep, that was a petit mal seizure.
Does anybody else smell burnt toast?
In the Matrix, we call,
I smell tomatoes.
we call this deja vu in the Matrix.
Something was just
God
changed.
damn it.
You
There are
guys
children.
walk through the remainder of the school, heading toward the outside. The sounds of people on the streets gets louder and louder.
People on the streets.
If you're using Sirenscape, you should be able to hear the sounds of the street because we totally did a sound check before we started.
Ah, yes, I hear people.
They're chattering.
Great. Wait, did it just stop for everyone else?
I don't hear anything currently. It's a
Thank
very
you,
quiet
Sirenscape.
street.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
now I hear people. Wow, they're loud. It's working. I have mine
Yeah.
up. Oh, now it's not.
All right, we're not doing Sirenscape tonight because it's just crapping in and out. Don't worry about it. Jordan,
yeah,
you're on
brother.
music detail. All right, so you guys get out on the street and you see it just crowded with people. It's a very busy day, and people are heading to the market, to the docks, back to their homes, to taverns, all over the place. As you look down the street, there's just buildings lining the streets, about 40 feet wide, nice and cobbled. And there's one building toward the end of the street that actually comes as an arch over the road. And under that arch, you see a retinue of people riding, headed by a young man, about 12 years old, in armor, coming right towards you. Ha!
It's pale.
The prince, says Golgi. And at that moment, you hear a loud explosion. And that building that's going over the road collapses. People start screaming, running in every direction.
It's quite the entrance.
What?
Alright, let me know if you guys can see the new map.
It's just black.
I didn't see it.
What? Why does everyone have an Adam Driver nose?
Wait, I'm zooming in. I can't see.
It's just black for me.
I can
Okay, well that is
I can see.
not accurate. Adam Driver's nose is not nearly that large.
Where is vision? I don't know why Regal can't see. Let's delete his token.
Regal's just like looking around, very unsure of why it's so dark. Who turned out the lights?
Bulk is just
Alright, Jordan,
Bulk
can
is
you see now?
touching his nose and looking around.
Let me refresh.
So
Are
these
you seeing like phantom things in the air that you're following and like other
think
people
that looks
aren't
right.
seeing it?
so these are a slightly realistic rendition of a Minecraft villager. And so
Oh.
since I just wanted generic villagers,
I still can't see.
all you
but
hear is people
There's
running going,
nothing.
"Huh."
Generic about that.
I can't see anything, but I have Twitch up, so I saw the. Oh my god, that's a lot of noses.
I don't know why Jordan can't see.
Just continue on with the story and fuck with it as you can. I can see via Twitch.
Okay. Down the road to directly in front of you, you see the prince with a few remaining guards, most of them having been crushed by the falling debris here at the end of the road. People start screaming and running in every direction. Ah! Ah! What do you guys think?
Regal's just gonna sprint forward.
Bulk sees that and is going to try to race him.
At that moment, you see a
And
flurry...
he's going to
Go ahead.
Oh, never mind.
At that moment, you see a flurry of arrows coming out from several buildings, striking down guards as they start screaming and falling, well, dying, because that's what they do. Ah! The prince is looking back and forth, seeing his guards fall all around him. What do you do?
Well, Regal dashed. I can't move my character, but I would have gone 130 feet. Right towards the prince.
Regal would have been first. The next one would have been bite marks. So you said 120?
Yeah, however, I think I can almost reach the prince.
Not quite.
130.
Alright,
I have
so do that.
65.
Alright. Bite.
I don't know what Sam wants to do, but let me see what her stats are real fast.
It seems dark in here.
Are we on initiative right now? I guess I
Yep.
missed that.
Since we all rolled initiative earlier, we're just kind of going in that order.
Mhm.
Since it's down to a thing where people can start making decisions.
Fix me, Dad. What does the cat do?
What does a cat do?
All right, let's go on that.
So,
See.
is there an? First of all, like, I feel like it took us very little time to like sort of band together and to get down here. I don't know you people very well, nor do I know these other large-nosed people. So is there a position of higher ground?
You were
that I-
surrounded by buildings.
Okay.
So
So could I like just crawl up to a building to my north there? I can't actually see like if, oh, I see. But this is a path to my north, right? And then there's
yes,
buildings.
so that's the path you guys just came out of. I don't know why Aurora's still in the trees back there.
So let's see.
She just likes the trees.
There's leaves here.
We could just move on our own. Just ignore that.
Walking. And then I also have, no, my climbing speed is an addition.
While you're thinking,
So-
I just need about 1 minute. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. Just FYI, everybody, I'm going to be dashing up to the roof of this building to the south here. Can everybody see what I'm doing?
Yes.
Everyone but me.
I think so. This roof here, I think, has some sort of like chimney on it of some sort, or like a parapet, like a like cone.
A thing to stand upon.
I'm gonna assume that this roof is 20 feet tall. If Brandon tells me otherwise, and I may have to back up a little bit, but that is where I will be positioning myself. He comes back.
Cool.
Because of my
Just a
cat,
refresher?
so
Oh,
I can climb up really fast.
is dash double your speed or like triple?
Yes.
It's double.
Double.
It's just double? Okay.
And my walking speed or my like traveling speed is the same as my climbing speed because I'm a cat.
No, it's not.
Ow.
30, climbing speed's 20.
Oh, disregard. My walking speed is 30. My climbing speed is 20.
Nice. Was Bulk the next person?
I had 15. I think
So I think Jesse, then Liv,
Liv.
then you.
I think I was. Wait,
Who won the roll off?
I did.
Endra.
Hi, sorry, I had to go get strawberry ice cream from my fridge.
Fair.
Okay, and then I had to swing my leg over my laptop, so that's why I have that slidey thing on there, you know, for moments like that. Okay.
All right, sorry about that. Apparently the baby decided breathing wasn't the right thing to do, so. Apparently babies just stop breathing randomly, and that's normal.
That's good to know.
That is
Yeah.
Sleep
So,
apnea.
especially when they're asleep, they'll just kind of stop
Oh my
and
god.
then just start again. And sometimes it's
Huh.
really freaky. So,
Just a big breath.
You're
yeah,
good, man?
it's them learning how to control things, I guess. But apparently she just did it a couple times and really freaked out the way. But
Well, you
she's-
can't control them, so maybe find a different word. Learning how to deal with things as they come.
What?
Thanks,
Did you-
cat lady.
Because you can't control them. No, I mean like, 'cause it's a baby. So.
Oh, yeah. All right, Jordan,
You
can you
okay?
see yet? Yeah, I'm good.
No.
I don't know why. I have deleted your token. I've put your token back in. I've taken away its vision. I've given its vision back. Wait, I know what I'm going to do.
I'm gonna do it. Sam climbed up onto her roof.
Perfect.
She assumed your building heights were 20 feet. Is that accurate?
That one's a little bit higher than that, but what's your movement speed, Sam?
So walking is 30, climbing is 20. So I did a dash and I used about 20 feet of walking, and then I climbed up the side of the building to get behind that sort of window.
Sure. Yeah, that's okay. That's good.
Okay. That's me.
Just a moment. Sorry, guys.
Stupid Regal.
Take your time.
Wonderful.
All right. How about now, Regal? Can you see?
Let me refresh. Not as of yet, so I'm gonna try an incognito window, so don't worry about it.
Of a biscuit.
Biscuits. I believe it's Endra's turn.
Wait, hold on.
That was Bulk's turn.
I see what's wrong. You should be able to see.
I can't see!
I
Sorry, just so you
can
guys know,
fight.
There are like 4 or 5 different ways that a token matching to a character sheet can go wrong, and if any of them go wrong, the player can't see the screen. So, my bad.
Regal goes, ah! My eyesight is returned!
Alright, so, the building has collapsed. Several guards lay crushed underneath the rubble. There are arrows flying from buildings. Here. 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 Guards are falling, dropping like flies. People are screaming. Several villagers are getting hit by arrows and falling. It's just madness. There's blood in the air and people dying and screaming. Regal running forward with his arms behind him. Your new cat friend starts climbing buildings and hiding behind eaves. Sorry, Tabaxi, not cat. Aurora, I'm sorry, Endra. What are you doing?
I thought.
It's your turn. It's not mine. I'm last, I think.
Okay. All right. Well, similarly to our new friend Bite, Endra, in true Endra fashion, will be using her dash movement to move a total of 75 feet to, or 70 feet, sorry. We're gonna move right here, which is about 35 feet. And then because she's an athlete, she can climb at her normal walking speed, so she's gonna shimmy herself up this roof, right to.
Endra's gonna climb something? Say it ain't so.
That's a real shock, I bet. And end her turn by dodging.
Jesus Christ.
Bulk is super proud of that athletic ability.
I don't see anything.
That wasn't even supposed to turn up.
Apparently there's archers here, guys.
Yes. Aha! Ha ha ha! Just clear.
There aren't currently any tokens on this page.
Yes, figured out how it turned off. Okay, cool. All right.
Okay.
Endra has climbed on top of a building. Aurora.
Surprise.
So I'm gonna draw my crossbow out, and then I'm going to dash. Wait, can I do that?
Of course.
Because that's not an action.
No, that's just an interaction.
Okay.
Draw your crossbow.
Yeah. And then, okay, cool. I'm gonna choose this kind of corner of the building, and then I'm just gonna kind of use the townspeople as like a shield. Also,
So I'm gonna share with you the image that was in my head when you did this.
Okay.
A giant horsewoman whipping out a crossbow, charging through a crowd, knocking people aside, trampling over a couple people, and then cowering behind people to use them as human shields. Something like that?
Their noses can protect them.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, okay, I chose a clear patch, so hopefully I didn't trample over people. People probably definitely saw me. It probably wasn't as, like, conspicuous as I thought it would be.
I appreciate it. I just want to make sure I was
also
tracking.
probably cannot hide behind these people.
I mean, you can use them as partial cover while they're moving.
Yeah, I think this is a good, like, stakeout point. So I'm just gonna chill here for a minute with my bow ready.
All right. Bulk, what are you up to?
Bulk is going to turn to his disciples and be like, "Stay here. Your bodies are toned, but not yet ready for this." And he's going to flex his calves and cast Long Strider on himself. And then he's going to dash 80 feet.
I just imagine like a One Punch Man scene where he's just like,
Wait, where was 80 at?
not where I am.
Shit. 1 second.
So, Brandon, by the way, just if I can see, is Regal able to see where all the
Thank
archers
you.
are at this point?
Just leave
Anything
that
you
there.
can see, you can see.
Oh, okay.
All right. And that's Bulk's turn. And his disciples just flexing in the distance for inspiration.
Hyjorn shoves Golgi into an alcove of this building and yells, "For the prince!" Charges forward as well, drawing his censure.
As he runs, he feels a slap on his ass.
Oh. Brandon, wouldn't I be like up here a little bit?
Quite possibly.
Like, right.
I did delete your token like 6 times.
Okay. Well, this is 130 feet in that case.
That's great. Hunter, do you have anything else you want to do?
That's it. I dashed and ran.
Anything that's not bulk?
That's like a turn or two away.
Just note he comes after Hyjorn. So.
Okay.
All right. Another volley of arrows comes arcing out of from the buildings, felling the remaining guards and several villagers.
Oh no.
Kill that one, because why not? Right, that's all the archers. That brings us back to Regal.
Regal is going to just send a radiant sunbolt right at this this one that he sees.
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you also saw these guys drop cloaks and come charging at the prince. There you go. Now you can see them here.
Okay. Does the first one hit?
Conrad, I promise I'm usually a better DM than this. It's just been a really bad couple weeks.
You're fine.
He's not complaining about your DM.
Oh, no. I'm wishing we weren't streaming this because I'm doing so poorly, but that's okay.
Why, you trying to coax me into games? Is that what you're trying to do?
Maybe one day.
Maybe a guest appearance. Maybe.
Ooh, that would be fun.
A cameo. Conrad playing Conrad. I'm so sorry, Jordan. Jordan's like, but me.
Did it hit him?
That hit.
Is he up on the roof?
No, he's standing under that little overhang here.
All right, I'm gonna move right next to him then, and I'm gonna punch him right in the face using a key point, so I get to do 2. So I'm gonna do flurry of blows, or actually just normal unarmed strikes twice.
Flurry of blow him.
You blow him. You blow him good.
So I'm assuming the first one hits, the second one doesn't.
Actually, they all hit.
Oh, okay. So he takes a total of 25 damage.
20. Yes, 5.
Yep.
He looks pretty hurt. You shatter one of his collarbones, and that arm is kind of hanging limply. Punched him in the gut. He spit up some blood on you just when you punched him. It was great. Snap, crackle, and pop.
Regal is happy.
Alright, and that brings it. Okay, so they're just going to pop up anyway. Alright, well, if you guys want to know your letters, Regal, you're player A.
Yay.
Bite is player B. C is Endra. D is Aurora. E is Bulk. F is Hyjorn. And G is the other hunter. So, since I can't make the tracker go away, now you know. Which brings us to Bite.
So I'm going to be momentarily distracted by the smell of
People dying.
cream and sugar, something possibly of the Haagen-Dazs variety. And then I will move on to move up closer to my friend here. And I will be right on the corner.
You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you.
Oh, that's true.
Nobody likes you.
The tabaxi. And then I will take a shot at the prince with my oath bow.
You're shooting the prince?
Yeah. Is this the person we're supposed to be protecting?
Just
Be
do
fair,
whatever
He's
you
only
want.
the fucking ruler of Sudanol, but all right.
I mean, I was gone for like 2 seconds. Is that something that I missed?
The prince is being shot at.
Okay, so then I will shoot at. Are you murdering the person just to the south of you?
Yes, I have wailed
This
on
guy
him.
here is
Okay.
he's looking pretty hurt.
And I will murder the person directly to the north of that. This guy.
I'm gonna murder him.
Murdered
I'm
so
gonna try.
hard.
I'm gonna try anyway.
Do any of these archers have large noses as well?
No, they do not.
Oh, okay.
Bite 29 does hit.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
And so because I am sort of sleuthing on the rooftops, I believe that is added to it as a Gloomstalker Ranger. So, right, between one.
No, you didn't do your oath.
Oh, you're right. So it's 15.
All right. That hurts him. He takes the arrow clean through his spleen, and as we all know, the spleen is the most vascular hollow organ in the body, so he just starts losing blood like you wouldn't imagine.
Oh, fuck, I'm sorry. So she's a Gloomstalker. She gets 10 extra feet of movement on the first round, and I forgot to tell her about that. So
it doesn't matter
sorry.
though. I didn't need it. All right, that is my turn.
When
I
you
can
when you
shoot
got to the
everything.
top, you did a beautiful front flip with that extra 10 feet to land on the roof.
That's an Endra thing. So a question: you have no disadvantage between 150 and 600 feet?
Mm-mm.
Jesus fucking!
Well,
I'm just gonna shoot this person across the village.
I'm a Gloomstalker Ranger level 10.
So it's that now it's up to 150, no problem. Between 150 600 is disadvantage. Anything over 600 you can't hit.
Yes.
Oh,
Take
okay.
shots here.
No. I mean, yes.
That's
no.
still obscene.
Yes, it is, she can hit
It's-
like a freaking warlock. They're doing Eldritch Blast.
I can
Great.
like Legolas.
All right. Bite, did you have anything else for us?
No, that's my turn. Thank you.
This is not as fun without the music. I'm so sorry, people. Maybe it'll work now. Well, I'm seeing if it works. Endra, what are you up to?
Okay. Endra's going to shimmy a little bit higher up onto the roof here. And then seeing archers 5 and 6 across the way, she is going to have they seen me? I wasn't like deliberately sneaking, but they do seem kind of focused on their
They don't see you. They haven't tried to attack you or anything yet.
Can I sneak? Can I
Hold on.
do
Where-
some rooftop?
You're standing on the rooftop. You can take your action to try to sneak. That is an action you can take. But you're rogue.
Can't that
aren't you?
be? Yeah, can't that be your bonus
You can
action?
take a bonus action to try and sneak.
But then I won't be able to dodge. No, it's fine. It'll be
Up on the rooftop, click, click, click.
Okay. Yep. Andrea does click, click, click with her little hooves. And I am going to use my bonus action to try to become sneaky whilst
Clicking.
clickety clacketing, tippity toeing on the roof.
Oh, I can hear it, Brandon.
Can you?
Now I can't.
I don't know. Every time I try to. All right, Sirenscape's broken for them. Sorry. So you're clickety clacketing away,
I got 25.
and you were aiming at. I'm sorry. Which one?
No, she's sneaking.
I'm sneaking.
Okay.
And
I'm
now-
I'm here. I promise. I got more than 2 hours of sleep last night.
I'm sinking, and now I'm going to hurl a dagger at this archer here.
Notice you. Neither of them noticed you, so that might hit. Number 5.
I roll for damage because I forgot.
Oh god.
At the same time.
I feel when sneak attack is 3 times the damage of your actual. Fuck.
It takes that 20 damage, and it looks. She turns to you and looks mildly injured.
Okay.
She looks down at the dagger sticking out of her calf, takes it out, gently wipes it on her trousers, and slides it in a sheath that just happened to be devoid of a dagger.
That's.
Ah! I needed one of these.
Andrew has to hide her simultaneous intimidation and arousal, and then her turn.
Are you going to do something with bonus action?
She hid.
With my bonus
Oh,
action.
you're right. I thought you were gonna dodge. You always dodge.
Brandon, drink some water.
Forgive me. I've had an average of 3 hours of sleep per week. I'm here.
Deployment schedule.
I am looking forward to that.
Glub, glub, glub. Just don't move like houses.
When
Okay.
it's 115 degrees.
While your DM is hydrating, Aurora, talk to me.
Okay. So Aurora is questioning her current vantage point because it seems suboptimal.
Seems suboptimal.
She's blaming the she's still kind of like waking up after 4 days and a half of sleep.
It's because you didn't stretch.
enough.
Yeah, maybe that's what I need to do. So I'm gonna kind of like, I'm not dashing, so I'm just gonna move towards attacker 1. I think it's very small.
You can
but
always
this
zoom in.
That's true.
Zinga.
So she's just gonna kind of like push through these people as like excuse me, pardon me, coming through, because yeah, she realized that probably running through a whole crowd of townspeople as a horse is not the best idea.
Sorry to interrupt, Brandon. Well, who the fuck is this?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought
You-
that was an enemy
you do
character.
see
I
a
realize
creepy-
now.
Remember that ring on the tokens means they're not a bad guy.
Yeah. No, I thought it was like an ultra boss. And I was like, ah!
How about like soaring overhead, Brandon?
Sure. Just soaring overhead. That's fine.
A spot in the distance.
I tried to hide him amongst the other.
I know. I didn't notice until now, so good job.
Yeah, it took
Oh, I
me
saw
20
him
minutes to see
sneaking.
that person.
All right. So Aurora goes gently charging through.
Gently through the townspeople, and then I charge through. Oh, and then I gently go through these townspeople, and then make it to attacker number 1, and then
Do any of them have a clarinet?
A couple of them.
Okay.
wait, is that the sounds they're making while I push through them? I'm gonna attack attacker number 1 with my battle axe.
Roll to hit.
Get swifty.
So I'm not sure
Wait, the
why I
first
rolled
one.
twice, but we'll take
I
the
don't know.
first,
Yeah.
which definitely hits. And I'm assuming you're doing 2-hand, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And with the divine strike, that's 12.
Don't you have the pre-divine strike?
Ooh, do I?
Or does that just get added for fun?
Well, I know I have divine strike now. I don't know about pre-divine strike.
I just don't know if it's like a smite type cast thing beforehand or not.
Oh, I don't
Is-
think so.
Is it always on or does it need to be activated?
What, divine strike?
Yeah.
I think it's always on.
Aha! 12 damage in that case. Good job.
Wait, once on each of your turns when you hit a creature. Oh yeah, I think it's like always when I hit somebody.
Just once per
10
turn.
out of 10.
Once per turn, yeah. But I can only do like 1 action per turn.
Don't you have
so
multi-attack, though?
Should by now.
I don't
Fucking clerics
Oh,
get
she's
that?
a cleric. No, she doesn't. Never mind.
I don't know. Yeah, I never get
Oh.
like a bonus action, so I don't think so.
Because you'd be too OP.
I don't know. I feel like Aurora's just like average. Like, I don't know.
Regardless,
I
12
don't really do much
damage.
attacking. Okay, yay.
You end up putting a massive slash across his chest. He looks down, kind of, what? But he's still kind of willing to fight.
Okay.
All right, and that brings us to
Oh.
Mr. Ripley.
Bulk is still in a full-on sprint with his magical calves.
I'm assuming
And
you're
he's
not
spr-
gently pushing people away.
Oh no, they're going flying.
Ah!
Oh.
And he's sprinting right up to the prince and protecting him with his body.
The
And he
prince
says,
Go ahead.
"Hello, little man."
The has a sword in his hand. And he takes a swipe at you as you just charge up at him. Does a 14 hit?
No, it's like,
Okay. Back, you
Two
fiend!
I'm Professor Ripley. Let my muscles save you.
Please roll persuasion.
Not an advantage for that.
No.
Young prince, you don't seem limber enough for this.
He
That was a natural. It's a natural one.
he levels the tip of his sword at you and backs his horse back a step or two. Stay back.
Wait, he's on a horse?
Yes.
Why is he not like galloped away?
The townspeople around him. He hasn't charged off yet. I want you guys to move
Doesn't
forward.
That doesn't stop me. All right. Well, I use my action to dash, so.
Alright. Did you have anything else then?
No.
Alright. Hijorn also able to dash. My prince!
But I am trying to protect his body with my body. That is something I'm actually trying to do.
Okay. My prince! Trust him! He is here to help! The prince seems to recognize Hijorn and seems to be less wary of you now. Is Tim coming in? You just let me know when you
Nope.
want Tim to come in.
Okay.
Alright. This guy here is going to go ahead and he's going to take a swipe at Aurora because he does not like being
Slashed.
Aurora does a 13 hit.
No, it does not.
Does a 5 hit.
Oh, no.
Alright, neither of
It's
those
like
will
clinks
hit.
off my horse chest.
Alright, this guy, barely clinging to life, he's going to try to weakly swipe at Regal. Regal, I've got an 8 and a
Nope.
20.
No.
Alright.
I'm thick.
He's
Regal
going
just dodges
to-
out of the way, his hands behind him.
He takes his bonus action to disengage. And move to here. Alright.
Got choice, little man.
This guy here draws a hand crossbow and he levels it at Regal. Regal does a... No, it doesn't hit. Okay. This guy is going to level 1 at Bulk Ripley. Bulk does a 14 hit.
No.
Alright. Boom. This guy's going to move to here. Take a swipe at Bulk. 2 swipes, actually, with his short sword. I have a nat 20.
Did I
for-
actually catch the arrow?
You got to roll for that, I think.
So,
Well,
I
it's
think-
deflect missile.
so if it were to hit, deflect missile reduces the amount of damage, and if you reduce it enough, then you can actually catch it. But it didn't hit, so
Damn.
it wide.
I was gonna do a cool thing.
Bulk, I have a nat 20 for 24, and I have a 9.
The first one hits.
All right, first one hits. We'll double that.
6,000 damage.
14 damage.
That's some damage.
Right.
That's a lot of damage.
This one's going to step to here, and he's going to try to grab at the prince and pull him off the horse. With a natural
Is that an
one.
attack?
Grab? No, it's grapple. Grapple's an action.
Okay. Okay.
Right, so he attempts to grab the prince off the horse, but the natural one, he accidentally ends up being trampled partially by the horse and taking some amount of damage. Because that's how the cool do. Alright, this guy's going to step up to here, and he's going to take a swipe at Bulk. 2 swipes with advantage. First one, my highest is a 20. That hit?
Yeah.
Second strike, I have a nat 20 for 24.
Yeah.
You put that dice away, Brandon. That's too good.
That is 26 damage.
Jesus.
Okay.
He's level 10. He can take it.
I know, but still, 2 nat 20s in a row. Oof.
And I'm burning through them all pretty quick. This guy's going to come to here. He's also going to try to pull the prince off his horse, but he's unable to do so. The prince is able to kick him in the face, turning him away.
Yeah.
That brings us up to the archers. Because I really don't want you guys to play. This one's going to step forward and loose an arrow toward Hyjorn, who was just shouting at the prince. And fast way. That hits Hyjorn, and Hyjorn takes 12 damage.
I'm sorry, can you signify where your archers are again?
Yes, I most definitely can. Let me just put this damage down. So this archer is the one that just fired.
Thank you.
And then this one steps over the peak of the roof. He also is going to arrow toward Hyjorn. That one also does not. That one does not hit. Great. I always say I'm not going to do encounters that have tons of enemies. I do them. Right. You see an archer pop up right here, and he's going to level an arrow also at Hyjorn. Because apparently I hate Hyjorn today. That is a longbow. That's the wrong thing. It does not hit. One pops up here as well, also leveling his longbow at Hyjorn. And does not hit. 2 more archers pop up over here. This one here is going to actually turn the bow on Endra.
I would like to point out that Endra is wearing the cloak of displacement that fluttered away from its original owner.
Ah, so disadvantage. I'm assuming that a 7 does not hit.
No.
And this one is also going to fire at Hyjorn. And does not hit. Alright, that brings us back to people that actually want to play. Starting with Regal. Well, can't hear you.
Regal's going to run, preparing a jump, and as he does so, he's going to drive by, punch this guy in the face.
Which guy?
The one right here.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
It does.
8 damage.
He's dead.
Okay, so Regal's fist just goes right through his head, and then, so that was about 10 feet of movement with a prep jump. Would Regal be able to reach up to here?
How much movement does he have?
65.
And trying to get on the building?
Yeah, I'm jumping up.
You've moved 10 feet already?
Yeah, that
Wait,
was
you
my
have
prep.
65 feet normal movement before a dash?
Mm-hmm.
Love monks. If
Me
you
too.
give me a good athletics roll, yeah.
Okay, athletics.
Yeah, you're up on top.
All right, and I'm then going to punch this guy with my second one.
Excuse me, this is very clearly not a guy.
Oh, I'm gonna punch her with my second one. Does that hit?
18.
Oh,
It
which one are
hits.
we punching?
Archer 2.
Okay, thank you.
That does hit.
Okay, and then I'm gonna burn
58.
a key point here to do 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay.
12 and 21.
21 will hit.
All right, 10 damage.
I'll take it.
That'll be my turn.
The archer looks slightly startled. You broke her nose, but she looks like she's still very much in the fight.
What's up, sucker?
Bite marks.
Okay, I'm gonna. First of all, I do have up to 600 feet without disadvantage because I took sharpshooter as a feat. So I am first going to cast Hunter's Mark on. Let me make sure. This guy.
Oh, I did too much. Which one?
Oh no, I think I didn't do it right. This guy.
Damn. And old.
No, I'm trying.
Can you not see the names under them?
There we go.
Ah, okay.
Okay. I am trying to cast Hunter's Mark on him. So Hunter's Mark will be an extra D8.
D6.
No, D8.
D6.
Oh.
You're right, D6. With
We got a rules lawyer.
I love how Connor rolls his eyes right there.
Fucking plebe.
yeah, it did.
Well,
So
a 20 will hit.
Okay.
Don't forget the extra D6.
D8. No,
D6.
D6.
Plus 5. So 18.
She takes an arrow to the knee. She won't be doing any more adventuring after this.
Okay, that's okay because I'm going to do a second attack, which I can do at this level, thanks to being a 10th level ranger. I'm going to go ahead and attack the same one.
I'm aiming for the other knee.
Yep, with my oath bow.
13 does not hit.
Okay.
We
All right.
almost had a Jim Carrey scene.
Great.
All right. What else you got, Bite?
That's it.
Endra.
Okay. Endra is going to Endra's going to I have a dagger question.
I have a dagger answer.
How many daggers do I need to have to I got too accustomed to my infinite bag of daggers.
Yeah, I just gave her a flat infinite bag of daggers because she had like 30 in her inventory.
I did have like 30 daggers.
Would you say your daggers are your ammo?
Yeah, technically it's ammunition for her, so...
Well, no, we're not going to play it like that because you can also use a dagger as a melee weapon. There are no stats to pick up an arrow and stab someone in the face with it. It's just an
In that case,
weapon then.
Endra has 6 silver daggers and about 24 normal daggers before I had removed them.
I'm okay with that.
All right,
How do you move your body like at all?
She just has a sack, and it's just
I
lined with those
I
slots.
carry like I like to think that my silver daggers are like in sheaths, because I probably don't need those quite as often, and then my regular daggers are just in dagger sacks on my big haunches, my big furry haunches.
I've seen this person in deployment.
I'll let it happen.
Right now, my inventory does
I'm
not.
comfortable with you carrying 20 total daggers. I think I'm comfortable with that.
Okay, great. I'm going to use my 2-weapon fighting bonus action to hurl 2 daggers at archer number 5.
Archer number 5.
Shrink, shrink.
All right, there's people doing fireworks.
Ugh.
So much dice. It's 2 hits. Unfortunately, you're not sneaking. If you were, that'd be so much damage.
Oh God.
That would have been insane. But instead, they'll take the 13.
Great.
Very nice.
She looks further wounded.
Okay. Endra's gonna end her turn right where she is.
Okay. That brings us to Aurora.
Mine's gonna be very anticlimactic. I'm just gonna give attacker 1 another good slash of my great sword
Do it.
or my battle axe. Pardon me. Which of these? Wait. Okay.
Wait, whoa, wait, what?
Wait, sorry. Can I do like a perception check of the attacker? Like,
What
I
do you
feel like
wanna
they haven't
know?
been described yet. Like, what do
Oh.
they look like?
They look like pretty average people. They were indistinguishable from the rest of the crowd, aside from their noses, of course, until they threw off their cloaks and drew weapons. You wouldn't be able to really pick one of them out of the crowd if they weren't wearing weapons and armor. Other than that, though, they have very nice, polished short swords. It looks like hand crossbows, and unadorned studded leather armor.
Okay, so no like identifying symbols or.
No.
Okay, and did they wear fake noses as their
No, they
disguise?
did not.
And then
They weren't that
Okay.
dedicated to the
Off
roles.
with the cloak.
yeah, it's those like glasses with the fake nose, like mustache. thing.
They are wearing those.
Um, okay, so then I already rolled for the battle axe, and I did
Yes.
it double-handed again,
it
and I
does
get
not
divine
hit.
strike. Okay, well, that's my turn then.
Andrew,
We
I feel
learned
like,
a lot
I feel
then.
like we need to go over your character together because there's more that I know you can do.
I know. I mean, I could do spells, but I feel like Aurora's already like using her battle axe, so I don't know why
Totally
she'd like
fine.
to switch to spells. But I guess
think
like
that's reasonable.
yeah. But then I
I
probably don't
remember
have a
when-
lot of like bonus actions because I have so many spells. I think
I
that's
remember
probably
when
why.
Aurora took over my storm cloud.
I did. That was
I'm
amazing.
just a little black rain cloud.
Okay, I'll look over it again while like
is it already
30 of the other
9:30?
people are going.
All right.
I mean,
Bulk.
is it our 12:30?
I mean,
Bye,
honey.
Bulk is gonna stare into the eyes of the horse and cast Speak with Animals.
Jesus Christ.
all right,
Because he can do that now,
go for
and
it.
he's gonna stare at the eyes and say, "Run, you powerful beast," and slap it on the ass.
You just say, "Run, you powerful beast," and slap it on the butt.
Yeah,
Okay. On its turn, it will run.
and I'm like, "Run that way, run away from all that."
No.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
I can still talk to it. Okay, and then
Which direction are you telling it to run?
the way I came from, so behind me, like that way.
Roll a persuasion
And it
check to
can-
see if you persuade the horse or not.
Oh, come on,
They're intelligent creatures.
barely.
Excuse me?
18 is the first one. This is the 8 only applies to dwarves.
What?
I have a belt.
And your belt makes you less persuasive to dwarves?
More persuasive dwarves. 1 second. Oh, Bulk also has a giant beard that you just now noticed.
From 4 days of growth?
Yeah.
What? You persuade the horse, all right?
Okay.
The beard did it.
The beard did it.
And
I gave my beard to Bulk.
Ah,
and then I'm gonna take Ashen Surge, and can I delay this spell until the horse runs away?
So you want to hold that action?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're holding this spell. What spell?
Cloud of Daggers.
Yes. So when the horse leaves the range
When the
of
horse
Cloud of
yeah.
Daggers, you're going to cast Cloud of Daggers.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, that is fine.
That's my turn.
Okay. That brings us to High Jorn. who, seeing you interact so inappropriately with the horse, tries to start clearing away for the horse to charge through, and make sure that the enemy won't be able to stop the kid. So he takes out his censure and he strikes. That might hit. What's with these 20s today? So that's 34 damage. We're just gonna go ahead and mark him dead.
Smite me, almighty smiter.
Good job, High Jordan. I mean, dude, don't try to kill his king. All right, and that brings us to the top of the round. At this point, the horse starts charging away this way. Bulk, that should be outside of your range.
Mm-hmm. Then a cloud of daggers pops up around me and starts spinning.
You've activated my trap card.
And what is the range on that?
5 feet are centered around me.
All right, and these guys need to make dex saves, correct?
I think just straight up before if they start their turn there. I'll put it, or 1 second.
Show me
It
what you got.
is. I'll cast that. A creature who they take 44 slashing damage when they enter the area for the first time on a turn, or it starts its turn there.
So since they're... Yeah, let's go starting their turn there. Okie dokie. And that brings us to the archers. With Archer 1 stepping up to here and leveling his bow, their bow at Regal. Regal, does a 26 nat 20 hit?
Yep. Deflect missile.
Alright, so it's 16.
Okay.
Someone's very angrily punching their keyboard.
That's Hunter. That's gonna reduce it to 0.
Which means you can catch it.
I'm gonna catch it and I'm gonna toss it right back at Archer 2.
Spend 1 key point to make a ranged spell attack.
Yep.
Ranged attack, pardon me.
So let's see. Do I just do like /R?
So yeah, it's gonna be /R d20 plus your proficiency plus your dex.
Proficiency is 4 and dex is 5. $17.
It'll hit.
All right, and then is it just D6 damage? D8.
Be a D4, but you're hucking an arrow really fast. So go D6.
5 damage to Archer number 2.
5, 2. She looks more insulted than hurt.
Good.
Alright, and in response, Archer number 2 is going to quickly drop her bow, draw her short sword, and take a swipe at you.
Show me what you got.
And do it very poorly in her haste after having just had this arrow hucked at her and everything. Just didn't go too well for her. So, that wasn't great.
Avast, you fool!
Alright, Archer 3 here is going to take a shot at Aurora. Does 16 hit Aurora? Aurora?
No.
It
No.
doesn't hit her.
Hello?
but-
No?
Okay. Perfect.
Wait,
All
can you
right.
hear me?
This one here is going to fire a shot at Bulk.
Bulk.
Oh, did you get my message too, Brandon?
Probably not. Would you send it to me on?
Discord?
Yeah, so I can't really check Discord. I have 5 windows open right now.
Okay.
Whisper it on roll 20. He'll be able
That's
to see
the best
that.
way to get something to me.
Remind me how
Got
to
it.
whisper.
Nope, I see what you're saying.
/W and then just put
Oh,
in
I saw it.
Brandon.
Though. We're good.
You saw it? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, Bulk. Does this hit?
What'd you
I
roll?
don't know.
I'm sorry, a 19.
Yes.
Okay. And he's going to add Archer's Eye to his attack.
Her attack.
Their attack for a total of 10.
Okay.
And that's a concentration spell, right? The Cloud of Daggers.
Oh, is it? Let me look.
Not my
Yeah.
cloud.
Yeah. Concentration for up to a minute.
All right, so I need a
That wasn't the 19.
con check or con save.
Con save.
Oh,
All right, you're able to keep up the Cloud of Daggers.
I flinch, but the daggers keep flying.
They do indeed flying. All right. This archer here is going to once again lob an arrow at Endra. There's a little there's no love lost between them. Endra does a 26 hit.
Disadvantage.
Oh, yeah.
Disadvantage.
Thanks.
Endra does a 21 hit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Alright, they also cast with their Archer's Eye. Adding extra. Look at that. 7 whole damage.
Well, luckily, Endra also has Uncanny Dodge, so 3, 4.
And you
How's
could
that?
definitely see. It's 3, 'cause half rounded down. Alright, and this one
She
here.
snatched the arrow.
What? Oh, there was a.
Yeah,
fly.
it's just like-
Sure. Mm-hmm.
All
There
right.
was. All my windows are open. It's hot here.
And this one here is going to take a shot at Aurora. Aurora does a 24 hit.
Yes.
Alright. And 12 damage.
The strong arrow.
Indeed, that brings us to Regal.
I'm gonna punch Archer 2 in the face twice more.
Punch away, my friend. They
26,
both hit,
25.
and Archer 2 finally goes down.
I'm then gonna move myself over here, use a key point, and punch this person in the head twice.
Because why not? The 26 hits for 10.
Yay. Regal feels very accomplished at present.
Okay, that brings us down to Bite, Miss Marks. No wonder he kept calling you Carl.
Why?
Karl Marx.
Oh, I don't think that's what it was. So he's just very forgetful. He was my servant for a long time. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue to fire at this person that I already have Hunter's Mark on.
Is Golgi not helping us fight?
He got stuffed in a corner, and he's a little fat guy.
Oh, okay.
Spy Master.
Spy Master. He's brains, no brawn. Plus, I didn't want to add another character I had to take care of. No, that does not hit.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and attack that person again.
That does hit.
16 hits. Take note, folks, for the archers. So this plus standby 11 piercing damage.
Shoo.
She looks more injured than she did before.
Really? All right. That's my turn.
Right. That will bring us down to Endra.
As I have something so embarrassing to tell you.
Did you just poop yourself?
This whole time, the entire time I've been playing as Endra, I should have been I should have had advantage on saving throws against spells and magical effects. It's a racial trait that I should have been using the whole time, but I didn't know about it, so I wasn't.
This entire like the
That would have
past like
served you so well
9
against the trio.
months.
Yeah, it would have been really helpful against all our many magical foes, but live and learn.
You've been storing it.
Live and learn, but
Ah!
Live and learn. I guess.
anyway. Also, I'm realizing that I probably didn't need to become an athlete because I also have a racial trait that makes me like extra good at jumping. So
It's
Hey.
like going in a tree.
A goat
How many
Olympian.
campaigns have you played before?
no, this is like I started in the winter.
That's the point she's making.
Okay, yeah, you're doing fine in learning like how to negotiate.
We
of
all
the
can't be
traits of-
Conrad.
No, even he has to take time to learn them. He's just played a ranger like 18 times.
Yeah, like I've played two characters since I started playing again. I usually end up DMing. It's like being the designated driver, right? So if I were to be on that end of the table, I wouldn't know what to do with my character.
Yeah, if I was Vistra right now, it'd be like, got it. But,
Oh.
you know.
But anyway, Andra, what are you up to?
Okay, well, the reason that I noticed that was because I was looking at my feet, which is
You don't have feet.
and-
You have hooves.
Huh, I have hooves. When did that happen?
So, because I'm an athlete, I can make a running long jump with less than 10 feet of walking movement. So I will be doing that and making a long jump to here, actually here. And then I'm going to use my bonus action 2-weapon fighting to stabby stab.
So to use 2-weapon fighting as a bonus action, your action has to be attack.
Why?
Because unfortunately.
You could dodge.
Shit. Okay. Yeah,
sorry
well, that's
to
the only thing
poo-poo
I
on your
can do
parade.
now
If you
is dodge.
wanna unjump, you're welcome to.
No, it was really cool. Like, I know you guys couldn't see it, but I visualized it, and it was cool. It was very
I mean, it looked pretty cool in my
athletic.
brain.
All
That
right,
was pretty
that's
cool.
okay. Endra will end her turn by dodging.
She looks blinky again, by the way.
What?
Your cloak of displacement reactivates at the start of your turn.
Yes, you are once again dodgy. Attacks against you have disadvantage again. That's what he's saying.
Understand what you...
Your cloak of displacement reactivated because it deactivated when you
Oh,
took damage.
Every
Okay,
time you
I
get
thought-
hit, it stops working.
My brain was like language processing. I don't think so. And I thought you said your clicker token placement, something to that effect.
I
was
did
like,
too. It took me a second to get it all through.
Yeah, you're right. Yes, my cloak of displacement, it works now. So, but I'm still gonna. Yeah, I'm still gonna use my bonus action to dodge because the other
It'd be
options
so hard to hit.
the other options are not gonna work on a rooftop. So that'll be all from me.
Can I hide right in front of the archer?
No.
Damn.
Damn indeed.
Actually,
anything
I
else
might
for
be
us?
able to.
No,
All right, that
that's
brings us
all.
to bulk.
What about Aurora?
Oh, you're right. It is Aurora. I'm sorry. I had to switch them.
okay.
I wrote down Aurora first accidentally, and I had to swap them.
Okay, so the prince is currently riding on a horse in my direction. Is he kind of close to me?
He's
It
about
looks
10
close.
feet away.
Okay, cool. I don't even actually think it matters if he's close or not. But I am going to. It looks like I can cast. Crap. Hold on.
Shield?
Yeah, I think Shield of Faith as a bonus action.
Sounds right.
So I'm gonna do two things. I'm gonna attack attacker number 1 with my battle axe again, and then I'm going to cast Shield of Faith onto the prince.
Okay.
just in case, for good measure.
He feels faithfully shielded.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually mark him with a little blue dot so we remember.
And how much? I feel like I've already. Okay. Oh, because I missed him that one time. So I've only
Yeah.
hit attacker number 1 once, right?
Yep.
Once, yes.
I think so.
But that's enough damage to put him under.
Hell yeah. Wait, he died?
Yes.
He did.
Okay.
Tell me about it.
Let's see. So I already did one like good hack at his chest. Yeah, I think I just did like, it would make probably the most sense just to go for his chest again and maybe try to like hit the same initial gash just to make it deeper, and it was just fatal, the last one.
It was in fact just fatal. Love it. Right now it's bulk.
Now it's bulk. Okay. I'm just gonna start punching. I'm
Punch
gonna punch him first. Or I'm gonna punch him
Punch him.
square in the face, and I'm just smiling.
You know what? I skipped their turns accidentally. So they should have all taken. Well, they should have all taken 1 round of damage from your
9 damage.
dagger. Well, a round of.
Yeah.
And they just take it, or is there a dex save involved?
No, it just says they take it if they're there.
Just take it.
Just take it.
That
I
says
rolled a 9. I don't know if you just want to apply
6,
9 to all of
7.
them.
That's exactly what's going to happen. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And they were too stupid to get out of the way.
The daggers are fun.
They're just enraged. There we go. All right. Carry on. Your punch on this guy.
Oh, do you want them to attack me?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Well, that first one missed, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So I'm going to try to hit him again.
That one will hit.
And I hit him real good. I smack him upside the jaw for 11 damage.
You smack him upside to death.
His head just turns. His entire head just turns.
He decides to inspect his own ass, and it's the best thing he does.
Oh.
That's my turn.
Right. Hijorn is going to come over toward this. Oh, I lost Hijorn.
That's right.
There he is. Okay. Anyway, Hijorn comes over here. Why do I keep moving villagers? There we go. All right, now Hijorn comes over here, and he's going to take a swipe at this guy with his censure again. Oh, that doesn't. 28 will hit, and deals significant amount of damage. Nothing too crazy. I do have extra attack, so he's going to do it again. But that second one doesn't hit. Alright, he deals him 8 damage. Alright. With that, that guy's dead. That guy's dead. This guy's gonna strike back at Hijorn. Fails to hit. This guy here is going to try to take a swing at Bulk Ripley. Bulk does a 21 hit.
Yep.
Alright, that is a total of 12 damage. This one is going to charge here, pushing his dead buddy out of the way. And he's going to take 2 attacks at you with advantage. I have a 22 and an 18.
Yep.
Alright. That is 19 damage. And this guy is also going to take 2 attacks at you with advantage.
So, wouldn't it be an action to move a body?
He just kicked it out of the way. He interacted with the body, or he stood on top of it. However you want to look at it. I let you guys stand on bodies all the time.
Usually you make us have a disadvantage if we're on a corpse.
Only if it's a gooey corpse.
Oh, okay.
This guy's especially not gooey. He's like the least gooeyest thing I've ever seen.
He's just looking at his ass.
I have a 21 and a 16.
21 hits.
21 hits. For another 8 damage.
They're still in the blades of death still, so.
And then they should probably try and get away. This guy's going to try to get away, but he opens up to an opportunity attack. They're all three going to try to move away from you, so you can choose an opportunity attack against one of them.
I'm just the first one that moved.
All right, that's this guy here. Go ahead and roll to hit. It hits. Roll for damage. 7 damage. And you actually end up killing him.
He turns around and I punch him in the back of the head.
Just got him in the back. Just clip him in the Achilles. I'll play golf again. All right, and that brings us to the top of the round, where we're gonna call it for the night, because I have a screaming baby downstairs, and we're not gonna get through this next round in 10 minutes. So, with that, we're gonna go ahead and pause here. Put a, I don't know what they put a pin in it. Is that what they say?
Yeah. They usually say put a pin in it.
So we're going to put a pin in it, but next week we'll pick up right here. Will our players be able to save the prince, or will the prince's horse just keep running until he hits the water? Will they be able to overwhelm the enemies, or will all the villagers take them out? Will they be able to trade for diamonds? Find out next week, only on Vets Play D&D. But before we go, we'd like to say a big thank you, of course, first to Roll20 and D&D Beyond for the virtual tabletop, the books we get to use, to Sirenscape, even though you didn't work, we're hoping you work for us next week, to Twitch and to YouTube for hosting our videos, and of course the University of Washington and the VA, because without them, well, we would probably not have gotten together. And finally, to you, the 1 or 2 people who watch us, you guys keep being you. And with that, we'll say goodnight, enjoy your long rest.
Happy Joadu.